We're a full-blown fuel and lubricant distributor. We heavily focus on construction, backup power generators, very difficult maneuverable sites. We do anything from bulk tanks down to hydraulics and motor oils, but we really specify on the site job fueling. We're in 5 markets: Austin, San Antonio, Houston, Dallas, and Kerrville. Started out with 1 truck. Shortly after that, we added 1 more and another trailer. And so 3 years later, here we are. We've got 20 MTUs and 2 MTTs. The biggest draw is that it was consistent. We knew what we were going to get. The quality was there. Everything's very functional, easy to replace if something goes wrong. They're very maneuverable. The job sites that we're on are very tight. Having a long hose allows us to be at a safe position and fuel equipment safely, not being up against the equipment. So it's allowed us to really expand a footprint that, capital-wise, we were able to spend it's still a good amount of money on a truck, but, these bigger trucks go up to $500,000. So to be able to get kind of same productivity without having to spend that amount of money on a much larger truck that is not capable of doing the things that Thunder Creek trucks are. I would say within 4 or 5 months, you could have a return on some of these trucks. They do open up a lot more doors than traditional fuel jobbers have capability of. When we found out that y'all had a black mirror option, we now have switched out all 20 of our pumps to a black mirror. So quite an investment on our side. But for us, it's a matter of getting on the job, getting out of the piece of equipment quickly, and getting it fueled and getting back off the job. Saves us time and it saves our customer time. We probably have about 18 drivers that are operating the Thunder Creeks. We have a few more units, but we like to have spare units. Our power is being able to respond, and we can't afford downtime. We fortunately have some mechanically minded people, so we do 99.9% of all of the repairs on our own trucks. So to be able to get a valve or a fuse box or something specific like the next day allows us to keep our uptime. And so we can't thank the support team on Thunder Creek enough for being able to support us out in the field. Because of the non-HAZMAT, non-CDL, we've been able to tap into a workforce that I think gets bypassed a lot. You don't need a lot of experience to operate one of these trucks. You don't have to learn how to go into a terminal or have all the specific qualifications for a HAZMAT or a CDL or tanker endorsement. So you can find good people who are more than capable of operating a piece of equipment and plug them into a good position. We are a very service-oriented company. We focus on the things that are hard. We do not shy away from the big projects. We actually prefer big projects. We prefer everything that everybody else doesn't want to do. We sell on how quick we can get to the job site, which in our industry, most people put a fuel order in. They might get it the next day. They might get it in 2 days, 3 days. That's kind of just normal. For us, we can turn it over in 2 hours. And that's why we have such a big fleet. We like to be spread out over a city. When somebody calls in that they've got a generator that's powering a hospital, that we can respond quickly and be able to take care of that critical piece of equipment. I think there is a movement from big fuel and lubricant trucks down to a smaller unit, smaller footprint, and I think that's kind of the direction the fuel and oil world's probably going on the contractor side. Our goal was to get into the major markets in Texas, and we've achieved that in a very short period of time. We believe our growth should be very good over the next 4 to 5 years.